Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news in what could be one of the most surprising and impactful rumors of the NFL offseason. Whispers are swirling about a potential blockbuster trade that might reshape the NFC North. And it involves none other than Fred Warner, the star linebacker of the San Francisco 49ers, heading to the Green Bay Packers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Fred Warner in Green Bay. It sounds almost too good to be true, but the sources are pointing to a very real possibility, and the implications are enormous. Let's dive deep into what this could mean for the Packers, the division, and the NFL landscape as a whole. First, let's talk about Warner himself. If you're a Packers fan, you already know how much of a game-changer he's been since entering the league. A true maestro on defense, Warner's versatility, intelligence, and relentless motor make him one of the most complete linebackers in the game today. In 2025, Warner put up some staggering numbers: 138 tackles, 5 interceptions, a PFF grade of 89.7, and coverage skills rated at 91.4. He allowed a completion percentage of just 50%, which is elite for a linebacker, and he's a nightmare in run defense with an 88.2 grade, plus 15 tackles for loss and 4 sacks. Not to mention, he's defended 13 passes, showcasing his ability to make plays all over the field. And what's most impressive is his durability. 0 injuries across his career, which is a rare feat in today's NFL. Warner's career stats are equally impressive: 872 tackles, 13 interceptions, and a PFF average of 90. He's been a staple of the 49ers defense since day one, earning All-Pro honors from 2020 through 2024. His leadership, on-field intelligence, and ability to reduce yards after catch by around 20% are comparable to some of the all-time greats like Luke Kuechly, who redefined linebacker play during his era. Warner's role as a versatile orchestrator in the middle makes him a perfect fit for a team looking to elevate its defense to the next level. Now, why would the 49ers even consider trading him? Well, there are some practical reasons. The 49ers are facing a tight salary cap situation, with limited flexibility for 2026 and 2027, especially with extensions for key players like Brock Purdy still hanging in the balance. Warner's hefty contract, which hits around $30 million annually, is becoming a concern, especially since he's ranked as the 9th best linebacker in the league with a grade of 82.6. At 29 years old, some organizations might see him as nearing the tail end of his prime, and the Niners might prefer to allocate their resources elsewhere, especially to rebuild their offensive line and address other needs. From the Packers' perspective, acquiring Warner would be nothing short of a seismic shift. He instantly becomes the heartbeat of Green Bay's defense, a true leader in the middle who can elevate the entire unit. Pairing him with Key Walker, who's shown flashes of brilliance with an 84.3 PFF grade, would create one of the most formidable linebacker duos in the league. Warner's presence would boost the defense's tackling numbers by around 22%, improve coverage by 17%, and significantly reduce short yardage conversions, bringing them from 6.0 yards per attempt down to 4.5. That's a game changer because it means fewer third down conversions and more 3-and-outs, which keeps the offense fresh and on the field longer. Moreover, Warner's ability to match up against North Division running backs like Montgomery would be a nightmare for opposing offenses. His experience and football IQ allow him to identify plays early, shed blocks, and make tackles in space, something the Packers desperately need on defense. Remember how Roquan Smith's addition to the Ravens in 2023 transformed their defense? Warner has a similar potential to boost the Packers' efficiency by around 25%, turning what has sometimes been a shaky defense into a cohesive, intimidating unit. And let's not forget about the cap situation. The Packers are looking for ways to free up some salary space, and restructuring contracts is a common strategy. A trade for Warner could result in about a $7 million cap savings, which can be redirected toward re-signing key players like Watson or adding depth to other positions. It's all about making smart moves that set the team up for sustained success. Now, the impact on the Super Bowl odds cannot be overstated. With Warner leading the middle, the Packers' chances of hoisting the Lombardi Trophy could see a significant boost. His coverage skills, rated at 91. 4 are particularly valuable in today's NFL, where screens and quick passes have become the norm. He's proven to shut down plays like those run by the Vikings, allowing just 5-8 yards per reception and demolishing screens with his ability to read and react quickly. This kind of coverage prowess could elevate Green Bay's defense from a solid unit to a top-tier one, aligning perfectly with their playoff ambitions. In terms of betting odds, sources suggest that the Packers' Super Bowl odds could improve dramatically, from around plus 1,800 to plus 750, making them a more attractive pick for bettors and fans alike. Warner's addition would be the kind of X-factor that could push the team from a fringe playoff contender to a legitimate Super Bowl favorite. Similar to what Warner did for the 49ers, boosting their efficiency and making their defense almost impenetrable, his presence in Green Bay could be the catalyst for a deep playoff run, maybe even a Super Bowl appearance. Looking at the broader picture, this trade could also signal the start of a defensive dynasty for the Packers. With a player of Warner's caliber anchoring the middle, the team could develop a culture of toughness and discipline that lasts for years. His leadership and ability to elevate the level of play around him would be invaluable as the Packers aim to return to the top of the league after a few transitional seasons. The division might see a shift in power, with Green Bay establishing itself as a defensive powerhouse once again, making life difficult for rivals like the Vikings and Lions. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the trade materializes and how the 49ers and Packers can structure the deal. Rumors suggest that the Niners might be willing to send Warner to Green Bay for a package that includes a second-round pick in 2026 and a fifth-round pick in 2027. This would be a significant return for San Francisco, especially considering Warner's elite production and leadership qualities. The Niners could also be looking to lighten their cap load, especially with Bosa and other key players requiring extensions soon. This trade would give them more flexibility to address their needs on the offensive line and elsewhere, setting them up for sustained success in the coming seasons. For the Packers, acquiring Warner isn't just about boosting their defense. It's about making a statement, showing that they're serious about competing at the highest level. With Warner in the middle, paired with the emerging talents like Key Walker, the Packers could be on the verge of assembling one of the most formidable defenses in the league. That kind of unit can carry a team deep into the playoffs, and who knows, maybe even secure another Super Bowl title. The NFC North is already competitive, with the Lions and Vikings fighting hard, but adding a player like Warner could tilt the scales in Green Bay's favor for years to come. This potential move also aligns with the Packers' overall strategy of building through smart acquisitions, leveraging their cap space wisely, and focusing on both short-term success and long-term sustainability. The organization has shown in recent years that they're not afraid to make bold moves, and bringing in a superstar linebacker like Warner would be right in line with that philosophy. It's a move that could define the next era of Packers football, emphasizing a dominant defense that complements their offensive strengths. Now, I know some fans might be wary about giving up draft capital or about Warner's age. At 29, some might worry about his longevity. But when you look at his injury history, which is virtually spotless, and his consistent elite production, those concerns fade away. Plus, the Packers would be acquiring a proven leader and game-changer who can mentor younger players and set an example for the entire team. His leadership qualities, combined with his on-field prowess, make him a perfect fit for Green Bay's identity: hard-nosed, disciplined, and always striving for greatness. In the end, whether this trade happens or not, the buzz alone is exciting. It signals that the NFL offseason is heating up, and teams are looking to make moves that could shake up the entire league. For Green Bay fans, this is the kind of news that gets the blood pumping. Imagine Warner wearing the green and gold, leading the charge as the Packers chase another Super Bowl. The potential is enormous, and it's a reminder that in the NFL, change can come quickly, and when it does, it often reshapes the landscape entirely. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.